How goes it? How goes it? How's everybody doing? First off, let's go ahead and get this thing cranked up. Brakes are set. Circuit breakers are all in. Everything is off. Fullest tank is selected. Let's get some power going. Let's get it cranked up. Good. Beautiful. Speedy, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Let's get some beacon and a nav going. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what's up. That's what's up. We are going to play around in Australia today. A little bit Australia. I'll try to work on my Australian accent. Try to do right by Sess and the boys over there. Let's get some air going on in here. Yes, that feels good. Cool. Man, I was looking at that stream that I did last night, man. That was an amazing flight. That is some beautiful scenery over there for sure. I definitely want to play around in there some more eventually. But now I was doing some thinking when I was putting this flight plan together. And I think I might just spend this whole week in Australia. What you think? I'm already over here. Might as well tour it. And I found this website that this guy created. I found it reading through some forums. And this guy created a website that you can go to and like people from all over, they'll go in and they'll load like these flight plans, and you can go in and look at the flight plans, and and you can pick it by categories, like what type of weather, type of scenery, how long of a flight, this and that. So it's pretty cool. So this flight plan is pretty much from that website. I had to alter it a little bit because some of the stops, SimBrief, or not SimBrief, but Navigraph doesn't recognize them as airport. Like there was like this one Air Force base down here. It's in the sim but not in Navigraph, so I kind of had to move some waypoints around. But nonetheless, I think it's gonna be a fun flight today. So, and I'm gonna test out. I'm gonna do touch and goes. I got one. Let me see. 1, 2. I think I only have 2 airports between here and the final destination, and I want to kind of work with SayIntentions to see how we're gonna go as far as giving handoffs and being able to get my touch and go options. So we'll see how it goes. And then something that I noticed too, I need to change my intro. Not so much my intro, but the aircraft, because I fly a different livery now. And matter of fact, let's run through that real quick. So I was able to get my my custom views back up and running. So let's give that a go. Yep, go back. Let's see here. There we go. Kind of give you an idea what she's looking like now. So that's one. Camera number 2. Camera number 3. Camera number 4. There's 5. There's 6. 7. And some close-up shots of that landing gear. Most locals would just call it Essendon Airport. The fields came around from trying to make the suburb city Ah, okay. Got you, Glenn. That's some fine detail in that landing gear. What you think? Bring it back in and we're good. Alright, so let's get some ATIS going, shall we? 119.8. We might get some, we might not. No ATIS here. Okay. Let's see if we can pick up METAR here then. Come on with it. You already got the information for me, Glenn. I appreciate that. So it's using the weather at over at Melbourne, looks like. So what you reading? You got Info Juliet? (160) at 15. Scatter clouds at 46. Ceiling is 12,000. Temperature 23. Dew point 10. Humidity 44. Altimeter 1017. And what do you got? You got 13 at 12. Met crosswind 10 knots. Runway 17. One 1017. Yep, cool. Got that. Okay. Okay. 17 it is. Puts me right where I need to be. Right in front of me. Yep. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So let's get ground on 1219. Nope, not what I wanted. Stay at 1500 until the coast on a 17 departure. Copy that, Glenn. So this route is, well, the route is pretty much, I'm gonna shoot down to Melbourne and then kind of come across, and then from there we just kind of skim the coastline all the way down and around over to our final destination, which is, what did I say? I pulled this flight plan off of this website that I was on. Portland, yeah. As you said. You know my flight plan better than me. Alright, let's see here. Essendon ground, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is at general aviation, looking to depart to the south with flight following.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. Essendon ground, you still have an open flight plan. Please be sure to close that one first via the new flight button. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. Essendon ground, runway 17, taxi via Echo. Contact tower on 125.1 when ready for departure.
Right. What are you talking about?
Essendon ground, Chancellor Zulu Delta Foxtrot. Request taxi to the southern apron. Oh, anyone there? Taxi to general aviation parking via hotel Papa Romeo Delta. Zulu Delta Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 17 via Echo. Contact tower on 125.1. Ready for departure. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. 1251. Let's get you in there. Okay. Get some taxi lights going. Trimmed out. Check surfaces while we're here. Okay. Get these lights off. And it's gonna be Echo, which is straight out. Always Tango. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. We're gonna go to Tango. All right, cool. Brakes are released. Brakes are good. First notch flaps coming in. Now I've downloaded a few scenery packages along this route, so this is supposed to be one right here. Switch over to ground, or tower rather. Essendon Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa's holding short, runway 17, ready for departure.
Bonanza 424 Romeo. Papa, Essendon Tower, runway 17, winds 160 at 24, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 17. That's 4 Romeo Papa. Alright. Get some altitude reporting going. There we go. Landing lights are coming on. Strobes are coming on. Brakes are released. You, a bunny. What do you do? Let's roll. Power set. Airspeed is coming alive. Oh, she's gusty. And she's climbing. Gear is coming up. Flaps up, lights out. this look close to the real thing, Glenn? No DLSS is coming out at the end of the month. Just download it. It's fantastic. Somewhat? Okay. Now, I know there is an Orbix scenery package for it, so I know it's probably way better than this. This is Flightsim.2. Ooh. Let me keep it down here. I might eventually get the Orbix scenery for this one. Let me get it back down. Technically, I should be left of the city. But we'll keep it to the right, I guess. What is this down here? Racetrack? Is that a horse track or a racetrack? What is that? Is it a racetrack within a racetrack? Horse racing. Okay. Couldn't tell. It kind of looked like both for a second. Yeah, that's definitely a horse track.
Charlie Echo Romeo, you're leaving my airspace. So squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Take care. Charlie
There's
Echo
two
Romeo,
right there
pass your message.
next to each other and everything. They look like they're wrapped next to each, like right around each other. Big bridge, big bridge. We're looking for the big bridge. I see a power plant of some sort. Oh, you talking about this bridge over here? I guess it looks like it's a main road that comes crosses the, okay, I got you. So this is your neck of the woods, Glenn, right?
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Safe flight.
Change the frequency. Bonanza 424 up there. What is it? 1228 out here. Nice. That's cool. Well, I'm glad I'm able to fly your neck of the woods. Yeah, actually, I was supposed to be landing down here at Yankee Mike Papa Charlie. So this is gonna be one touch and go right here, and looks like we'll be landing 17 on this one. That's another improvement on passing the IMS approach in the area. I haven't done an ILS approach in a while. I need to get back into doing that. I found this flight plan, y'all, and I want to say it was on FlightSim.2. It's like I think it was the 1919 historical flight from London all the way down here to Australia. It was like 10,000 miles or something like that. I was like, I wonder if I should do that. That, you know, you figure 200 miles, you know, 200-300 miles a night. Probably take me what, a month and a half. All right, let's get her slowed down. Point Cook. Speed checks, gears coming down, lights coming on. First notch flaps coming in. .26 knot head. Man, it gets windy down here. Yeah, the rest pretty much after this one, I'm pretty much gonna skim the coastline all the way down and around to Portland. Second notch of flaps coming in. This website that has all of these flight plans, I'll leave it down in the description after this flight. If I remember correctly, it's called World Tour or something like that. And it's just a bunch of flight plans that other simmers have created and put in there, man. It is pretty cool. Like a lot of different scenic flight plans. So if you struggle with putting one together, go check this place out. This is another scenery that I downloaded as well. I don't know, I really like fresh runways and taxiways. It looks better to me. Alright. Load it. Alright, flaps coming up. Power's back in. Oh, nice. That's that 130 over there. Sweet. Gear is coming up. Lights out. Oh, there's another 130 right there. Nice. That looks like an old E model too. Alright. Next stop is Avalon. And then from there we chilling. So it looks like we'll do a 1-8. Okay. Where you going? Hey, Cass, how you doing, my man? It's nice out here, though, Glenn. Got a nice area down here, let's say. That's what's up. That's what's up, Cass. How you liking 2024? Let's get CTAF on. Well, let's go 1201. Yeah, I hear you. Did that update really do a big change for performance and quality and whatnot? Avalon Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is 10 miles east of the field, looking for touch and go runway 18. Oh man, that ain't
Bonanza 424 Romeo, Papa Avalon Tower, enter left downwind for runway 18. Report midfield each time.
Enter left downwind for runway 18. Report midfield. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. So,
Skyhook Echo Kilo on downwind blade for runway 18.
yeah, I've been keeping up with your content, man. Hey, the I'm really excited to get over to 2024. I just know it's just gonna take time. But it really, really looks good. I think for me right now, especially with the DLSS4, man, I'm telling you, it's changed 2020. Speaking of, what was it? So Bunny, you got the DLSS4 downloaded and running up already? So I know you talked about it earlier. Well, I mean, I already paid for it, Cass, so I'm going to fly it, but I'm not going to get rid of 2020. I'm trying to get over here so I can get myself set up for a downwind, but this wind is pushing at 25 knots. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna ever get rid of 2020, man. It's running too good now. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I'm just waiting on Air Manager, man. Yeah, I could crab it over, huh? It ain't it, Bunny? It is, man. It's changed 2020. It really pushed it up a few notches, in my opinion. All right, let me start bringing it down a little bit here. No, I'm doing a 1.8. Correct, Glenn. I'm trying to get myself set up to enter the downwind. I don't know how strict your guys' ATC is down here. Yeah, I find it cool between you and Cess with walking around and doing all that stuff. I find that kind of cool. I'm definitely looking forward to your guys' next tour here. All right. Yeah, man. Bunny, I'm telling you, I'm loving it. All right, let's slow it down here. Oh. Avalon Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa's entering left downwind, runway 17. Touch and go. First bunch of flaps. Oh, we got a Queen of the Skies back here. Okay. Yo, Ben, what it do? Avalon Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is midfield, runway 17, touch and go. I'm already past midfield, but I didn't hear it reach out to me.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, runway 18, left circuit approved. Report midfield each time.
Clear, touch and go, runway 18, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, runway 18, cleared for touch and go.
Clear, touch and go. Runway 18, Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. That's good, Ben. That's real good. That's what I like to hear. I appreciate it, Kaz. Have a good one, man. Hopefully we can catch up on a flight here real soon. I want to see some kangaroos. Oh, for sure. My schedule's been kind of crazy, a little bit, so
500.
with all this bad weather. So I might have some extra free time later on this week. Flight at Dustin nearly hit one of my first night solo. Oh man. So they really out here like that. I mean, I know they're in Australia for sure, but man, it kind of reminds me when I used to do missions out in Africa, and we would have to buzz the airstrip to get monkeys and giraffes and stuff off of it so we can land. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was like that. I kind of like this scenery that I just downloaded. I like the different textures that it brings. There. And we're back off. All right. Yep. Avalon Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is departing runway 18, departing to the south.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, runway 18, cleared for takeoff. After departure,
What?
proceed straight out to the south.
Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is departing to the south. Man, every time I see a kangaroo, think about a kangaroo, I think about that dude that was fighting the kangaroo for his dog. I mean, I'm talking about threw a strong right hook on him. That kangaroo just kind of stood there like, I know he didn't just punch me. Alright, we'll climb out to, we'll just say 2,000 and keep it low and chill on this. We're pretty much just cruising all the way along, all the way to Portland. So oh funny. Alright, so let's go 2000. We're gonna go nav. We are on GPS mode. Hey Speedy, I've been I did some more fine tuning on the trim wheel. She's working, man. She's working. I'll after this flight, I'll post the new settings that I have in the Discord in the motorized trim wheel tab. I hear you, Glenn. We just cruising now, man. Sit back and enjoy this Australian scenery down here in the south. Well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and run through these new custom views, shall I say? Let's get back here. The trim wheel is interfaced through with mobiflight, Amir. I'm using a NEMA 17 stepper motor with a TB6600 motor driver, and it's all programmed through mobiflight. Little bouncy. Uh-oh, where's she going? Let me get back in here for a second. Get your thoughts together. Yeah, turbulence is bad out here, man. I might have to climb up some more. See if I can. Let's get up to about 8. I probably could. Let me see. Avalon Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, experiencing severe turbulence at 2,000 feet, 8 miles south of the field.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Roger that. We've got severe turbulence at 2,000 feet, about 8 miles south of the field. Maintain a safe altitude and let us know if you need any further assistance.
We'll go, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. There you go, Ben. Yeah, so SayIntentions, man, is so
Bonanza,
cool.
4 Romeo Papa. Say again your request or message.
Disregard last transmission. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. Amir, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really keep track of my.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Disregard last transmission. Acknowledged.
I don't really trace my frames. I just chase performance and smoothness, in a sense. But I will say, with my settings, I'm getting at least anywhere from 30 to 40 frames, but I'm pretty much maxed out on settings. So I'm pretty sure if I was, if my settings were lower, I'd probably every bit of screen is 60, which I would have to max out at 60 because that's what my screen's refresh rate is anyway. So
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Bonanza 424 and Papa. Thank you. Get in. I guess we can keep it at 4. 4 don't seem too bad, y'all. What you think? I don't need to go all the way to 8. I hate it when they say, yeah, be confusing me. You should not be sounding confused. You supposed to be on point with your information. I should be saying to you. See if I can get up. Not what I wanted. There we go. Get some better views there. She's pretty. I definitely like this livery better than the other one, and like I said, it just goes better with the good old what I got going on here inside the sim. But yeah, Amir, I don't, you know, when I was flying FSX, and in I'll even go as far as to say, even when I started with FS2020, I was constantly looking at that frames meter, man, and it was just like I spent more time trying to add a couple frames than, you know, just really enjoying the flight. And I just got to a point, I'm like, you know, because in heavier dense areas, I'm probably getting maybe 25 frames, I would say. But it's still a smooth flight, if that makes sense. So for me, as long as the performance is there for me and it's not, you know, completely throwing the immersion off, I'm pretty much good where it's at. I really feel like all I need is a 4090 to a 5090, and that'll pretty much set me straight though. Cause the 7800 X3D CPU, man, it's a beast. For man, this wind is really beat. The 7800 X3D is just a beast of a CPU when it comes to flight sim. I was heavy into the Intels back during FSX days. But we might have to climb up some more. Cause even 4,000 is becoming a pain. Let's go up to 5. But after doing extensive research, that 3D cache from AMD just kind of sold me, and haven't turned back. Do you? Well, I mean, you on your end, I mean, it looks like your frames are pretty solid over there, but I don't know your settings either. I do know one thing. Your setup is crazy. Hey, y'all in the chat, if y'all haven't been to Amir's channel, man, y'all need to go check out this guy's sim, man. It is crazy. I'm talking crazy. Man. Making me seasick. I wonder if it has something to do with yeah, see, you got that big boy in there. His name. Just YouTube. Hey Amir, if you want to drop your channel in the chat so everybody can go over and check you out too, man. He's got an awesome setup. Let me see something. I'm gonna try something, y'all. I wanna test something because I'm running. Let's see. Does that change anything? Probably not. Nope. You still cutting up. I slowed it down a bit. I'm about 140 right now. I mean, the winds are pretty bad out on this side right now. You know, it's crazy. I was doing some testing earlier. Like I said, and I've never had a good run with frame gen. Especially with 3 monitors. Now, if I turn off 1 monitor and just run 2, it does fine, but for some odd reason that 3rd monitor, man, it just throws it off, and it just seems like it actually brings my performance down. So what I've been thinking is, my power just reset. Oh, hate when that happens. We'll give it a little bit more speed than this. To Denver to Aspen. It's the only time I've seen my plane jumping like that. Wow. You was able to get the 152 all the way up there? That's well, I guess that's not too bad. Cause what, coming over those tops out of Denver, what, about 15? I guess depending on your flight, about 15,000 going into Aspen or vice versa. FrameGen doesn't work on 3 monitors. It's the sim limitation where it drops performance with a third screen but stays smooth with a good enough GPU and CPU. Yeah, see, I've tried to even do something in the lines of, okay, I cut my refresh rate all the way down to like 30 in hopes that when FrameGen comes back to double my frames, it will put me back up to, you know, at least that 50, 60 range. But it's still, it's not, it don't work. And then I still get a lot of ghosting even with DLSS 4. So I just keep it at TAA, just straight rendering, and let it do what it do. Let me pick up center on 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. Melbourne Center, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is 4,800. Looking to pick up flight following to Portland. Yeah, them mountains ain't no joke, Bunny. You mess around and get yourself caught up in there. I've done it a couple times.
Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa. Torquay Airport info. Squawk 4172 and ident.
Squawk 4172 and ident. Bonanza 424. Papa.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, radar contact. 20 miles northeast of Apollo Bay Airport at 4900 feet, heading 222 QNH 1016, no traffic observed.
QNH 1016, no traffic observed, and that's 424 in Papa. Thank you. We are in there. Oh man, yeah, you got to be careful once you get up over the mountains in Denver, man, especially into the Aspen. And like I really like doing the Aspen to what's that crazy airstrip around the corner from them. Somebody help me out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of it. Yep, same with 3 screens. All the fancy performance stuff doesn't work. It's straight up raw hardware power. You're running pretty smooth. Yeah, like I said, I'm running the 7800 X3D with a 4080 Super, and with DLSS 4 installed and up and running. I'm running 4096 by 2160, so 4K across all 3. TAA, ultra settings. Sliders full tilt, and I got shadows turned down. I got all my shadows turned down, and then some, some tweaks within the NVIDIA control panel. She runs pretty good, I must say. I think I'm going to still I got the 5090 in my pocket. I just ain't pulled the card yet on it. I gotta figure out what's next, you know, what's best for the sim. There's the man with the plan. How goes it, Sess? How goes it, mate? Just flying along the southern coast here of Australia. I figure if I say 5090, I'll wake you right on up. Oh man, I've been paying close attention to that 5090, Sess, and you know it's one of those things, and I think I talked about it a couple flights ago. I feel like at this point, if I'm going to upgrade for the price that they want, the 5090, is you might as well get the 5090. First of all, I'm not buying a used 4090. It's just too risky for me. I have a few within anywhere from an hour within a few hours drive. So, but when I look at the prices of those on a used standpoint, it's kind of risky, you know. Now, when they say, you know, the performance between the 5090 and the 4090 was supposed to be a big jump, but yet what everybody is saying is not as crazy. But I also looking at it from a standpoint of, it's not so much frames, but it's the technology that the 5090 brings as well. And you know, with flight sim, and with all of us, we know that flight sim, anything that you can give it, it's going to try to eat it up. So you need as much as you can. So even if the 5090 was only given a 15% increase in performance over the 4090, that extra 50% or 15% on top of the 4090, which you would have got, you know, you add that extra 15, you know, you're talking almost a 30-40% boost from the car that you're running now. And at least, I mean, in my mind, I thought they was going for around the 25 to 3 grand when they was going to come out. But I mean, $2,000 for a 5090, and the 4090s are still holding their value. If anything, people are actually trying to mark it up, and it's just like, nah, we're not gonna do that. I know what they're worth. I'm not trying to devalue the 4090, but you're not about to sell me a used 4090 for 25 when I get a 5090 brand new for 2,000. Yeah, I got my 49 used just under 2 grand. I wouldn't do that today. Just go for the 50. Yeah, Amir, I mean, it just makes more sense. You know, 32 gigs of VRAM. And since, okay, so since you have the 4090, how much RAM, how much VRAM is Flight Sim really eating up out of that 24 you got? I'm curious to know. Cause I only have 16, and I haven't seen the 4080 Super Peg out yet. But I know I'm pushing the mess out of it though. But I'm also using the NVIDIA app to do the conservative what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, 18? Oh wow. Okay. But 18 out of 24, that 4090 is still sleeping. I got mine at full throttle right now. Overclock. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So with the NVIDIA app and overclocking the 4080, and like I said, it's a conservative overclock, so the app won't do no crazy stuff, you know. But it does help. Don't necessarily gonna have to do that, you know, to get to 5090. Yeah, I feel at minimum to run 3 4Ks and to run 3 4Ks at a very minimalistic settings within the sim, you could start off with a 4080, or you could honestly, don't get me wrong, because before I got the 4080, I had got the 4070 Ti Super, I think it what it was, and I was doing 3 4Ks, but I was running, you know, the settings obviously wasn't as high, but it definitely gets you into 4K realm with three monitors for sure. But with a 4090, and let it ride, I have yet to see any sim suck the life out of a 4090. Cause matter of fact, SimSima, he upgraded to a 4090, and I saw a big difference in the performance in his sim running 3 4Ks over New York. And I want to say he had the Samsung 3D package like I got. Oh yeah, if you, let me see, you put the 5090 in, and what's the CPU you running? You running a 13.9, Sess? Cause here's one thing that I've studied over the last, I would say over the last 2 to 3 months. 14.9, okay. So you're running top notch on the Intel side. I spent a lot of time researching and studying this whole bottleneck thing. And now this is my opinion and my understanding on how bottleneck works. Now, and it specifically for flight sim. It's not so much, because this is what happens, and this is where it messes up with a lot of people. I'm either CPU bound or I'm GPU bound, so I'm bottleneck on either side, right? Okay, we understand that's the concept of bottleneck, because one is choking the other one out. But it's really not so much which one is overpowering the other. It's really a matter of getting your settings, finding out what settings within flight sim is controlled by what part of the PC. You know, so certain, like for instance, like the TLOD and the OLOD, those are GPU, pretty much GPU settings. And then you have, you know, other things like your trees, and then some of those things are tasked to your CPU. So what you're trying to do is figure out, okay, what goes to the CPU, what goes to the GPU, and then your goal now is to balance the two for your setup. And you know, we speak about, hey Jimmy, how goes it, my man? You know, we speak, I know you're getting ready for that flight tomorrow. I know you're excited. We all can have the same PC setup, and all of our PCs will function differently. It's just how it is, right? So you could take that 14900, take that 5090, and you can max everything out, right? And still be struggling in some areas because something is not balanced somewhere. So the beautiful thing is, though, with a 14.9 and a 5090, there ain't really too much. The balance ain't gonna be too much off the curve. What I can guarantee you is you get that 5090 on top of that 14.9, and it's gonna be 3-4Ks across the board for sure. What I have learned, though, even with my setup, shadows is by far the biggest killer. Now we're talking 4K, 3-4Ks. Shadows will eat you alive. Turn that mess down. Unless you are a shadow fiend, there's no need to have shadows on. Turn all of it down and watch how much more performance you gain. As far as the sliders go, like I said, I got TLOD at 400 and OLOD at 200. I mean, they're maxed out, and you see what kind of performance I'm getting now. So it's kind of one of those things. Yeah, and it just takes it just takes a while to study what is what does what, and what you need and really don't need. A lot of that stuff is some hodgepodge stuff, in my opinion. Like, and then another thing that I find crazy, like the pre-cache, pre-loading cache, whatever. I'm not using auto FPS. I have I got NVIDIA controller locked in at 60. I'm running 2K shadow. Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me about that, Bunny. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even with shadows, I'm really not looking at shadows when I'm flying. I got too much other stuff going on around me to be thinking about a shadow, you know? Now I've done some I've looked at that auto FPS. I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of in a good spot, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it as it is, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bunny. Like, they're just, I think everybody's setup is different. So you got to set your settings according to your setup and what you want and don't want. Me, I want all the eye candy I can get. Yes, Amir, I run full screen. Now, on the tree side, I have backed the trees off to medium. Just because if you run trees on ultra, they'll put a tree on every car driving down the street. Like, it's just way too many trees for me. And then you have the issue, and you know they'll load the approach up with trees, and you got to come in high so you don't clip the trees. And so I back my trees back to medium. That's another one I back down. The anti-aliasing, I have it off in the sim, but I got it turned on in NVIDIA control panel at 16 times. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, and since I don't have an interior, I have the cockpit refresh rate, the virtual cockpit refresh rate turned down to low. Doesn't really do anything because there's no refresh rate to refresh. You know, there's nothing there to refresh. as well as the what do you call it? Like when you have the glass and you have rain and stuff. I can't think of the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. You lose that too with the interior mod delete or interior delete mod. Now I'm trying to figure out how to work that back in. I really feel like if I could ever figure out how to work Blender, because I have it downloaded, if I can figure out how to work that and just remove what I want from the aircraft and leave everything else, oh man, we definitely gonna be in business then. Lens flare, I have, I think lens flare I have off. Lens flare I have off. Bloom I have off. And then that's another thing too with bloom. I don't know what it is. Y'all let me Bunny, if I could ever figure out how to make my own mod for the rain, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it. For y'all that run triple screen, when y'all run bloom, or when y'all have bloom turned on, do y'all get flickering like a light flash every once in a while on your screen? Because every time I turn bloom on, I get that. That's why I have it turned off, because it's irritating me. So I have that turned off. I also have what's it called? Light shafts. I got that turned down to low. What is going on tonight? My power keep recycling. It's weird. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. I don't like that. You don't get the I don't know what's going on with mine then. For some odd reason I get this flickering. I might try to turn it back on now that I have DLSS 4. I might turn it back on and see. I know it can't be USB power because I'm running 2 power USB hubs. So I know I'm good on that. Everything seems to be looking good here. That's the second time it's recycled. Everything looking good on this end, Bunny. Not really drawing any extra power anywhere. So I will definitely check after this flight here. I'll probably turn bloom on and go for an evening stroll around, just take it up in the air and see if I'm getting that flickering again. If that flickering goes away, then I'll leave bloom back on, because I like bloom. I got a question for y'all. How do y'all feel about light shafts? Now, this is something that I've been playing with. I've been going back and forth when I'm doing my little flight ops checks, you know, throughout the day. One side of me says I like the light shafts because it brings a little bit more realism when you turn your lights on. But one thing I don't like about it though is when you're coming in for approach, and especially for like evening and night flights, the landing light overpowers. Like the light shaft doesn't help me see the runway better. It actually makes it worse. So when I turn light shaft down to low or off, whichever one it is, even though the landing light is on, it's not like it's not giving me that blaring, you know, dingy landing light in front, which is, it's almost like a fog light. Like it's only showing me right in front of me, but the runway is just not as clear. Do y'all have that problem, or is that just something, that's just some ADHD stuff I got going on over here? Australia seems to be very, very flat, Seth. I mean, I know y'all got some hills out towards the north side, but for the most part, y'all pretty flat out here. Yeah, Glenn, there's another flight plan I was looking at, and I might end up adding to it. I should have actually started with that one first, because that one actually would have brought me down into Melbourne, and then I could have went from Melbourne to this one, and then start slowly work my way around to Seth's side of Australia. But there's a flight plan that starts all, it's pretty much the whole eastern border, or the whole eastern coastline of Australia. It starts all the way up at the top. I forget exactly what airport. And you just run the whole coastline all the way down into Melbourne. It's like, I think they got it set up over like 10 legs or something like that. So I'll probably spend this whole week, since I'm already in Australia, I'll probably spend this whole week touring your guys' home. And then we'll pick it back up. Since I'm over here though, probably once I'm done with Australia, I want to do a couple flights. I'll probably do 2 or 3 legs over New Zealand. There are some spots over there that I want to see. And I know New Zealand is gorgeous. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures and some videos here and there. And that just looked like a beautiful place to be. East of Essendon is the hill. Oh, okay. So out here on this side, I'm pretty much just playing. I'm fighting kangaroos all the way over to Perth. These clouds are getting a little thick, but I can still see, so I should be all right. I was taught 1,000 above, 500 below. Three-mile visibility. So I can see. There's some hills and stuff, but north of right now I am 55. But north of the warm bull. I'm pretty much sure I'm saying that wrong. Portland, there are the Grampian Ranges where all the bush. Oh man. I didn't know that y'all got wildfires down here like that. I thought it was just a Cali thing. Should be 45 or 65. Ah, I'm glad you said that. Even it's like an even odd going west, and then like odd evens, or like a, like, you know what I'm trying to say. We'll go down to 45. West is even, east is odds. Okay. Now how does it work going north and south? Is it the same? So north, I would say, is like a, is north even and south is odd? Of course, Seth. That's funny. 0 to 179 is odds. 180 to 359 is evens. Okay. Right of the compass is odd. Left of the compass is even. Pretty simple. You learn something every day. That's what it's all about for me. Learning little by little. But when I do go get my PPL, like I said, I don't plan on spending $55,000 because I know absolutely nothing. Get in, do what I gotta do, get my hours in, and get on with my license. Okay, so that's a FAA thing. That's not a Australia thing. Hey, Sesh, you had me rolling the other day when I don't know, you was parked somewhere and you was like just over the tree lines, and somebody said you was talking about a snake. You took off running back to the plane, and I thought that was the funniest thing, man. It's like part of ICAO, the international. Okay, I got you. So are your guys is when you squawk VFR, is it 1200 or is it 7000? Because I noticed when I was 1200. See, I noticed when I was flying in Austria yesterday, they had me squawk 7000. Now I don't know if that's just a. I meant to look that. I never looked that up, but I meant to look that up. I didn't know if that was just like a European, if that's a European squawk code, or like a VFR thing, or. Okay, that's what I figured. Because Europe got to be different than everybody. Well, I can't even say that because we're really different from everybody. You guys run imperial or metric? What is this? Looks like we got another track out here. Feet for heights. Metric for horizontal distance for weather visibility. Okay. Cool. So we are coming over at Allensford. And there's a track. Is that a race? Is that another horse track? Y'all like to, or is that a kangaroo track? Okay. So for us, 1,000 feet and 3 miles. So it's about right 3 miles, 5K. Could be Australian rules, football ovals now. Oh, okay. I was flying right over it. Have you flown by, what was it? I was reading something. What was it? Twin sisters, triple sisters? It was like these three little like rock heads in the mountain out somewhere out here in Australia. I was reading it. Somebody had posted something. It was something about twin sisters or triplets or something. I guess it's like some mountaintop that's got like three rock formations, and I gotta find it again. It looked pretty cool. It looked like something nice to go and sightsee. Oh, so I wasn't too far from it. So how long of a trolley flight would it be to fly out of, let's say, Essendon to Perth? Australia is actually pretty big. What, about a 3-hour flight? Maybe? 2-3 hour flight? Oh no, I'm saying like catch a it's 4 to 5 hour commercial flight. Oh, okay. Wow, you're actually a lot bigger than I thought. Cause I know, so like when me and my wife, when we flew to Cali, so it's pretty much East Coast, West Coast thing. Flying to Cali took about a 5 hour flight, and then coming home is about 4.5. But of course, you know, catching the jet stream. So we was floating coming back. So Australia's about to, wow. That really puts it into perspective. Y'all are pretty much the same width as the US. That's crazy. I guess you know how when they put stuff on the map, they don't really be sizing stuff right. They be making like Australia don't look as big, but y'all are big. Y'all are pretty big. Yeah. Yeah, y'all are a whole lot bigger than I thought. Let's see. From Apollo Bay. Let's see. That was way back. What was Apollo Bay at? Wasn't that? That was Where did I see Apollo Bay at? Well, I just grabbed the last leg. We are 40 miles out from Portland. Trying to figure out this Apollo. I remember seeing Apollo Bay. Yeah. I'm like, I think I had passed Apollo Bay a while back. So you can see Portland right across the water there. I'm coming over Port Ferry now, off to the left. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and start getting things together here. Apollo Bay is where all the rock formations in the ocean is. Oh, okay. So I missed it. I should have did a little bit more research. I could always go back and tour it. Let's see here. 11875. Information. If not, I'll just pick it up. Let's see. Melbourne Center, Bonanza 424, Papa, request current weather at Portland.
Bonanza 4, Romeo Papa, Portland weather, winds 220 at 16 knots, QNH 1018.
1018, Bonanza 424, Papa, thank you. Okay. So we'll make straight in runway 26. Oh, come on. Yeah, he ain't gave me nothing since I since I squawked in with him. What's Melbourne Center's phone number? I have to give him a call, let him know. Got people out here just flying blind. Let's go. Flow. Yeah, we can do straight runway 26. Got any NOTAMs? No NOTAMs. Plenty of runway. And we will get off. Touchdown just past Bravo. Get off at Alpha. Hey Mario, it's going. Now the winds finally decide to calm down a little bit. Winds was crazy. Oh, y'all got some wind turbines out here. Nice, nice. You know, it's amazing to me. I don't know if y'all have ever seen one of those windmill fan blades being transported. You really don't know how big they are until you get next or close to one of them jokers. Just one of them things, man. That thing is huge. I used to see them all the time driving trucks. You know, when you're driving through Cali or you're driving through, you know, the countryside, you know, they don't look that big until you get up close and personal. It's insane. Yeah, it was pretty bad out here, down here in the southern side of Australia. I'm trying to work on my accent. I got to get better at my accent. Maybe by the time I'm done touring Australia this week, I'll have a pretty good accent. I appreciate that, mate. See? It's starting to come natural to me. Alright, so we are... Oh, we got a whole bunch of them out here on the south tip end of Portland here. I gotta find me an Australian sing-along to do. I'm gonna search for one this week. And maybe at the end of this week when I'm done with the Australian tour, I'll that'll give me a couple days to practice my Australian accent. A Yankee Aussie. Oh man, that's too funny. Alright, let's go ahead and get this call in and get ourselves prepped for landing. What's that? Vatsim? Let me screenshot that. Look that up. Melbourne Center, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, inbound, Portland, runway 26, full stop.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Contact Portland Tower for landing clearance. Runway 26 is not available. Suggest runway 3.
Runway 3? What, runway 35? Where are you getting 3 from? I don't have 3. Runway 3, huh? And Melbourne Center, what is Portland Tower's frequency, please?
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Contact Portland Tower for landing clearance. Runway 26 is not available. Suggest runway 3.
I just had to pull it up myself. This dude somebody need to fire him or something. There is no Portland Tower. Okay. So we're just multi-com on 12795. Now he's saying, I'm trying to figure out Portland traffic, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa is 15 miles east of the field, inbound, runway 26, full stop, Portland traffic. Alright. So let's slow her up. Autopilot's coming off. Start working her down. Okay. I keep forgetting to add my altitude in on my call outs. I need to work on that. Appreciate it. And it's crazy too. I actually have, truth be told, I need to start using it. I printed out a checklist, and I haven't used it yet. I need to start using it so I can actually flow right. I can't train if I'm not doing it the right way, you know. I'm working on it. Don't judge me. All right, so. Prop and mixture is full rich. Looking for the field because I don't see it still. Y'all see the field? I don't see the field yet. I know it's off my nose. I think I kind of see it. Portland. That look like another track. Y'all have a lot of tracks out here. It's like right there. Looks nice though. Current temperature is 9 degrees Celsius. It was 22 back there in Essendon. Hot. Jesus. And here I am on the east coast of the US, and we just got over about 5-6 inches of snow out of nowhere. I guess I should use it, huh? Let's see here. Descent power is required. Mixture adjust ATIS. Receive and copy cow flaps is closed. Seat belts check. Fuel selector, we are on the fullest tank. Cow flaps is required. Make sure it's required. Landing gear down at 167. I've been doing my numbers different. Flaps is required 135. Props full. Normal approach is at 90. Short approach is at 78. Before landing checklist complete. Current tip Portland 18.5 Celsius. Okay, so as I'm descending, temperature just rose to 10, so we're still off by 8 degrees. That's kind of crazy. Alright, we got the field in sight. Portland traffic, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is 5 mile final, 2,500, runway 26, full stop, Portland traffic. Alright. Speed checks, gear is coming down, lights are coming on. Temps are coming up there, Glenn. 12 degrees right now. We'll see what it is once I get on the ground. First notch of flaps coming in. Winds are 190 at 10. I'm getting about a 19. Gusting 22 right now. At looking at about about 1.6. Well, actually about 1.7. Might be off a little bit. Second notch of flaps coming in.
$500.
Alright, let's slow her up. Still a little high. That's alright. Want to land just. Okay. Crab her out a little bit. Gears down, flaps down. Probably make sure it's full rich. That'll work. I'll take that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not too bad for a crosswind, huh? Oh snap, we got another V-tail out here. Woo woo! Alright, flaps coming up, landing lines coming off. Portland traffic, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is cleared, runway 26. Portland traffic. Alright. After landing, cow flaps open, flaps are up, transponder on a standby. That's it. Okay. Appreciate that, Sess. My man out here waiting on me. We got a tail dragger out here. Hey, Sess. There you go right there. Nice looking bird right there. Appreciate that, Speedy. Oh, you're not gonna marshal me in? Okay, that's fine. Uh-oh, she done went out. Okay. Avionics is off. Yeah. I'm still figuring that out there. Auto cut off. Magnetos is off. Battery switch alternator is off. And fuel is off. And there we go. Tie downs as required. I'm gonna need some tie downs because I'm about to blow my plane away. and Hobbs meter. Don't have a Hobbs meter in here. I need to get one. Should I get one? Yeah, you heard it too, Seth. Nah, so the disconnect you heard this time was the avionics tablet. So I'm still working it. It's still a work in progress. So like I said, I mean, it still works with the avionics panel, but it drains, as you can see. The battery drains pretty quickly even when the power is on, the way it's set. So I gotta figure out another way to supply more power, I guess, in a sense. So I might have to do some rewiring. So more to follow on that, but that's what happened. The tablet just pretty much died and it disconnected from SpaceDesk. But that's it, y'all. That's what we got. First trip in Australia, a success, I would say. I'm gonna do some digging around and seeing what legs I'm gonna do for tomorrow. I might go ahead and do a. Hey, Seth, how far are you from the Sydney side of things? Cause I'm thinking maybe like start off, over there in the Sydney area, take off and see the stuff, all that, and then head over there to your side. I don't know. I'll do some digging. All right, Seth. Oh, yeah. I'll figure that out. If not, then I'll have to split that up. So I might do like a Sydney tour or something like that. Play around there for a little bit tomorrow, and then work my way over to the West Coast. I don't know. I got all week. This is just the first night, so we'll figure it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this flight with me tonight. Glenn, thanks for all of the gems for flying. I'm going to start doing my best to implement my checklist and the rules in the next coming flights. Hopefully get better at remembering those, and we'll take it from there. So check my Discord out sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll have the next leg for tomorrow evening set up in there. If you aren't in the Discord, hit the link down in the description and get yourself set up, so you can stay in tune with what's going on over here with Cardboard Sim. Fly every night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Try to, at least. That's the goal. And yeah, we take it from there. If you haven't subscribed, do it. It's not hard. It's free. You clicked on the video and you watch it for a little bit. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up if you actually liked it. And we'll take it from there. We see you guys on the next one. This is Cardboard Sim. We signing out.